Hi, I'm Donna Barrett. I'm a jeweler, and this is my studio, my workroom. I make mainly chainmail jewelry, and I'm going to show you some of that jewelry this morning. So, welcome to my room. I have a little display area here. These are some of my chainmail pieces, necklaces, and bracelets.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I use mostly sterling silver. I'm trying some different wires now because of the price of the sterling. Here's a collection of bracelets. There are basically three chainmail weaves, a Byzantine weave, a European 4-in-1, that's this variation, and a Persian weave. They're all pretty intricate patterns. They're made. The characteristic of chainmail is that it's made from jump rings, each one linked to the other one at a time by hand. So it's a pretty intricate process, but it makes some beautiful patterns that are all unique and very different. And in this room, my husband and I cut the jump rings, and we prefer to cut them using the wire that we purchase rather than buy them. And we use mainly sterling silver. As I said, it comes in a coil like this. And we've also started using these colored wires, which gives us great variation in color. And it still works very well to make the jump rings and to cut them and weave them. So it's a very nice alternative. So just to give you a brief introduction to the process of cutting the chainmail, I have here cutting the jump ring, sorry. I have here a series of mandrels. They come these very thin, small sizes up to these very large sizes. So I have the flexibility of cutting a variety of different size jump rings. And I choose my mandrel and put it in this wire winder and start winding it so that the rings are very, very close together.
You choose the width of the mandrel according to the gauge of the...
No, I choose the width of the mandrel according to the pattern that I'm using. So some patterns call for very large jump rings, and then I will choose the large one. Most of them are a 5mm jump ring, which is what this one is. And when I wind it, I've wound them very, very close together so that when I keep the tension very tight, and when I cut them, the jump rings are all the same size. And then I move over to this little gadget, which is the cradle to hold the coil. And now I'm going to use my third. Here's the coil inside.
So you have one already
prepared,
yes,
ready
great.
to cut. I have a wooden dowel in the jump rings to hold them together while I'm cutting them and to give it some stability. And the third piece of equipment I need to cut these jump rings is my flex shaft, to which is attached this special handle which contains the saw that's going to go and cut those jump rings. So every time I have to check it, make sure it's straight, it's not hitting the sides before I go and cut. And I put it carefully into the cradle and start it and cut through them, and there I have my jump rings. All cut, ready to go. I have to wash them, take off the lubricant that I put on to make the saw go through more easily.
Nice and even.
Good. And then I swing around here to my main working desk, and I'm going to start the pattern for a Byzantine bracelet. The Byzantine is the chainmail bracelet that most people learn when they're starting to make chainmail. And it's made up of sections that are identical. And the basic section has a series of 2 plus 2 plus 2 jump rings. So I've started this, and I've added a set of 2, another set of 2 jump rings onto one that's not part of the pattern.
Okay.
So I have to add 2 more jump rings, and I'm using very large jump rings just for the purpose of this demonstration. Usually when you make the Byzantine pattern, you use smaller jump rings so that the pattern is closer together. So I will now have my third set of 2.
And you spread them apart, you spread them away from each other and not really...
Yes, when I open the jump rings, it's very important to go front to back rather than this way.
Spreading them, I see.
Because you'll lose the tension and you won't be able to get them closely, closed with that tension lost. Alright, so now I have my pattern of 2 plus 2 plus 2. And I'm going to start the twisting back, which is the major characteristic of the Byzantine chain. The last 2 I'm going to pull apart and flip to the side and hold them up to the top of the middle 2. Then I'm going to spread the middle 2 apart, expose the last 2, pick up a jump ring, and grab those 2 in the middle. I'm going to add 1 more jump ring, so I'm always carrying on with my pattern of 2s. And then I will have as soon as I add the other jump ring, I will have my Byzantine pattern. And then the bracelet just goes on with following that same direction. And there we go.
Great.
So as I said, when you see a Byzantine bracelet, you will not see all the space in between like we have here, because it's made with smaller jump rings. So that is the basis of a Byzantine and most chainmail. It's simply, not simply, but some of the patterns are very complicated, adding 1 jump ring to the other, 1 at a time.
Oh, that's great.
And we can make some beautiful colors. We can embellish it, adding beads. These are just seed beads, and the colors come from the wire plus the beads. So there's endless variations of possibilities with chainmail.
Oh, that's great. And Donna, this is your studio. You have this beautiful screen behind you.
Yes, I'm very proud of this screen. It's a gift from friends of mine, Jerry and Susie, and it used to be in Susie's father's shop, and when they closed up the shop, they gave it to me for my studio, and I love it. It's very inspiring.
It's
I
very...
love to go and look at the jewelry that the women are wearing.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Donna, thank you very much.
Thank you. It was great having you here.